Good morning, it's Memaw. It's Sunday morning. I'm in the barn. You know I love my Sunday morning groceries with the horses. And this is Copper, and I wanted you to see his face. Isn't he the cutest thing when he eats? So the stifle joint of a horse is very similar to our knee joint. And the stifle joint of the horse is the one that has that indentation on his back leg right below his flank area. And what makes horses unique is that unlike our knee, their knee has a separate ligament that goes top of their, what I call their kneecap, and will hold it in place so they have the ability to sleep standing up. It's a really unique thing. But sometimes that ligament doesn't release like it should. And so it gets stuck in place, and it makes mobility of that leg very difficult. And in the case of Copper, he has that on his left stifle joint, the one that we have the cameras attached to right now. And I pushed him harder than I should have, but I got the halter on him, and we go out and exercise so that he can do some physical therapy on that leg. I think with enough time and enough work that we can do enough physical therapy to fix that joint so that he can have a healthy and productive life. However, when he came to me, he came in as a feral stallion. Feral meaning he was untouchable, and that he had all of his body parts so that he was able to produce testosterone. We found that not to be the case. Feral horses are, in our world, fairly easy to gentle. I'm going to move the camera, sorry. I want to see a little better picture, see if we can get him eating. Yep, there he goes, I'm eating. Feral horses are fairly easy to gentle. They have no preconceived ideas about humans, except the limited amount of time they spend with them, getting from wherever they were hanging out and being bred to getting to someplace to be handled. Wildfire, we were able to gentle Wildfire in 10 days, and Buckwheat took a little longer. I think it took us 24 days. With a feral horse like that, it's really simple to gentle them. Copper was here for 5 months before he would even let me touch him. The thought of putting a halter on was overwhelming. What we found was that he was not a feral stallion, but he is an abused gelding. So we know he's been handled enough to have some of his male parts removed and the testosterone gone. So as we go through this process of onion and finding out what we have, we found 2 very bad areas where it looks like he was somehow injured, and if I had to take the guess, it looked like he was kicked. One was up by his tail. See that? I don't know if you can see it, but there's some white. Let's see if I can zoom in. First part is up there on his tail. Do you see that white up there? That's scar tissue and scar damage. Okay, and the other one is on the other side of him, and he won't even let most people get there. And it's right in there. So best guess right now of why he's here is that he laid down and that leg, that stifle joint locked, and he couldn't get up. And someone came in from behind him and kicked him profusely. And based on how he reacts to cowboy boots, I'm guessing it had a cowboy boot involved. So Copper's here with us. You can see I have a halter on him. He goes out regularly. We have a Copper channel if you want to follow along on his playlist. But you'll be watching us over the next course of a few months, taking him from an abused situation to trusting again, and I'm going to teach him enough skills that he'll be safe for the rest of his life. If you would like to support Copper, I'll have a link in there to our donation page. It would be greatly appreciated. The reason I'm talking about him today, because I was really brave. Cop, can you put your head out for a minute? Thank you. I was really brave last night, and I walked into the Copper Club Brewing Company in Fruita, Colorado. And guys, that place is hopping on a Saturday night. I don't go out much. And I ran into some friends there, and we talked about Copper, and we handed about a bunch of flyers about him, hoping to get some sponsors. So if you'd also like to sponsor Copper, that link will be in our comments. Have a great day.